Okay, guys.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm Monica's friend.
Hi, I'm Myra. I'm Monica's friend.
Hi, guys. Thank you for coming today. I wanted to speak to you guys a little bit about global warming and how we have affected it. See, the planet has stayed relatively constant throughout its history. However, recent research shows that there has been changes in its temperature and in ecosystems around the globe. According to the Intergovernmental Committee on Climate Change, there's a 93% chance that we humans are to blame for all the negative effects that the planet is feeling right now. See, it wasn't just the start of the technology development or, the clearing of land for future development that has caused the planet's temperature to rise, but it has also caused fragile ecosystems to collapse and insects like bees to become endangered. And let's face it, we're also leaving a very troubled world for future generations to live in. See, this all started in the 1950s. In the 1950s, there was a large spike in temperatures. And this was when the Industrial Revolution began and inventions like the automobile really took off. And because of these inventions, there was greater greenhouse gases emitted into the atmosphere, which helped in the greenhouse effect. Now, the greenhouse effect is how these gases like carbon dioxide and methane help trap heat in our atmosphere, making the planet relatively warmer. Well, according to a study, in recent years, it has gone up 1/3, meaning it has gone from 280 parts per million to 400 parts per million. And technological developments aren't the only thing that are contributing to the rising heat. There is also things like deforestation. See, deforestation adds an 8% to total greenhouse gases also. And with deforestation, we're not just making the planet a little bit warmer, we're also destroying our important ecosystems around the globe. In recent years, there have been 20 different species that have gone extinct because of deforestation. Every day, 120 different animals die. So we really need to do something because 80% of all of our animals and plants live in forested areas. And not everything has been affected by the heat. There are also man-made issues or man-made products that are also destroying our environment. For example, with bees. Bees in the last couple of years, in the last year alone actually, just saw a 50% drop in Europe and in the United States. This is due to things like pesticides. See, there's a pesticide that is used in pretty much every plant that we harvest, from our fruits and vegetables to the granolas that we put in our cereal. And it is also actually found in normal gardening items. There's really no way for these bees to get a break, and they haven't really built the right immune system to be able to survive in these environments. And with that, there have been issues, for example, in California, where the almond trees almost didn't make it this year because they didn't have enough pollinators. So they had to use man-made means in order to be able to fix that problem. Well, how are we going to fix that in every single crop all around the globe? We need to figure something out. And it's not just for the bees, it's also for our future generations. See, with the melting of the polar ice caps because of the rising heat, there has been studies and scientists have declared that there might be viruses, for example, like the plague, that might be released back into our atmosphere. These are viruses that we no longer have any contact with. We no longer really have an immune system to. So if they were to hit us, they were to hit us hard. And according to studies also, there is a chance that if all the polar ice caps melt, the sea levels will rise from anywhere from 20 to 200 feet, meaning states like New York would have to relocate. How are we going to relocate hundreds and thousands of people? It's going to be really difficult, especially considering that in the mainland, there's also problems with overpopulation. Now, there are things, that we can do simply at home. We can start to recycle, maybe use less electricity and less gas, and try to carpool to try to lower our carbon dioxide, emissions. There's something we can do. We just have to start the process. We have to continue to educate those around us, and hopefully, somebody will listen. But thank you.
Yay.